Russian military has weighed in on the UK's plans to supply depleted uranium tank rounds to Ukrainian forces, which was announced by UK's junior Defence Minister Annabel Goldie in a Tuesday Parliament briefing. Lt. General Igor Kirillov, the head of the Radiation, Chemical and Biological Defense Troops of the Russian Armed Forces, told a press briefing Friday that the weaponry will cause irreparable harm to all Ukrainians, whether civilian or military. Despite the fact that the use of such ammunition, with depleted uranium, will cause irreparable harm to the health of the armed forces of Ukraine and the civilian population, NATO countries, in particular the UK, expressed their readiness to supply this type of weapon to the Kiev regime, Kirillov said. As a result of the impact of a depleted uranium munition, a mobile hot cloud of a finely dispersed aerosol of uranium-238 and its oxides is formed, which, when exposed to the body in the future, can provoke the development of serious diseases, Kirillov said. He described that when compounds in the advanced ammunition seeps into the soil or disperses across the environment, it will be dangerous for people, animals and the environment for a long time. On Wednesday, Britain responded to Russian officials saying this constitutes escalation on the nuclear front, given that Kiev will be handed nuclear components. James Cleverly, Britain's Foreign Secretary, told reporters on Wednesday that there was no nuclear escalation, adding, "The only country in the world that is talking about nuclear issues is Russia." Depleted uranium has for decades been used by NATO, and was known for being used against Serbian forces in the late 1990s, as well as in Iraq. It is 2.5 times denser than steel, and thus can penetrate armor. For example, it can cut straight through tanks. China has previously condemned the use of depleted uranium by the Western Alliance. In June of 2022, China's Zhao Lijian stated, NATO dropped 15 tons of depleted uranium bombs on Yugoslavia, causing death and agony to linger for generations after the war. In Serbia after 1999, many children suffered from tumors. 366 participating NATO Italian military personnel died of cancer. But it not only has radioactivity but is toxic to humans long after being dispersed on the battlefield. Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova emphasized this in an initial Kremlin reaction on Tuesday. Yugoslav scenario. These shells not only kill, but infect the environment and cause oncology in people living on these lands, she said, in reference to cancer and other deadly ailments. By the way, it is naive to believe that only those against whom all this will be used will become victims. In Yugoslavia, NATO soldiers, in particular the Italians, were the first to suffer. Then they tried for a long time to get compensation from NATO for lost health. But their claims were denied, she said.